Hello, this is Critter Traverse. Now, I'm going to talk about 5 bad experience about work, and these are not the the list of bad to worst, but instead, this is what I remember from bad experience. Sorry. Anyway, uh, the first one that I remember is uh, I was working at this job making like teeth or whatever for dentists or help. And when I was working there, my supervisors kept moving around from department to another different department because of this. They said they had to fire me, even though it wasn't even my fault because I was doing good in some parts of the department. Now, on honestly, forgot the name, and I really don't care because at the end, like a few months or whatever, I just didn't care. And um, honestly, I was a bit happy because I found a different job and worked there. I was let go for that one because it was definitely my fault because I was making too much mistakes. So that what the second job that I was talking about is not a bad experience, but the people it was my fault. Anyway, this dentist place I was talking about earlier, they the work the co-workers there were Albans, and I had fun talking with them. For example, one of them was like anime slash manga. I forgot which one they talked about, but yeah. The second point, I this was around December of 2018, and I was working like a new like I was assigned with a position with like a few co-workers where we had to clean up some of the leftover work, and it was hard because of the workload that we had to do, and some of the other like several like 20, 30 plus co-workers, they were super lazy, so we had to pick up their work a lot. So there was a point, it was like in December, where we just like, you know what, let's leave and let the managers suffer. And the managers um, realized they sort of screw up, so they assigned more people to work, let us work more, so that way they let us have less stress and much easier. And by the end of the December, it was easier because we knew what to do. We have more people to work with. Before we had more people, we had about like 4 people a day, and this was from Sunday to Saturday. And yeah, so yeah, that was much easier. This company that I'm talking about, the second point, is named after a rainforest in South America. Now, my third point, this is the same as my second point. They were expanding in late mid 2020 to late 2020. They had more buildings to expand, so some of my coworkers left around midsummer, late, early fall ish. So they left, and that's including some of my really good um, managers, shift managers, shift assistant managers, and they were uh, they left, and that left us with a still decent amount of coworkers, but some of the managers were replaced by newer managers slash shift assistant managers. Now, some of the shift assistant managers are good because they were promoted from lower positions, like the lowest tier you can be in a warehouse. Some of them I can work with because they personally know that I worked hard, so I had good experience. But the new managers, they all care about data. They didn't care the results, at least. So it was hard for the some of us, but it was durable, and the workload wasn't hard due to the fact that it was cut in half ish. So I it's been months. So, and honestly, I just want to part of me already erased the memory. So yeah. Anyway, by time like several months later ish, I changed department because there was a new building coming up, and so many of the good coworkers slash shift assistants, managers, and managers left to this new building. I already saw the red flag because the experience of the past few months, and some of their other coworkers also saw the red flag, so they left. I, me, and a few people that changed department, not new building, but different department. We were lucky because the new teams that we went to, our managers are caring and knew what's going on and understand fully. And we uh, we felt important. Now, before the change of the department, man, these people just saw us just numbers and useless. So we just felt nothing. Now, when people left, including myself and a few others that went with me, we saw and heard the people that's still there. They say it changed badly, and to point, some of the people left because they felt tired and worse, or something like that. So I felt pretty bad for them. So hopefully things do get well for them. for the future. Now, the last 2 points are basically the same company. I'm not gonna be afraid saying this since this company has its own, I want to say, controversy for various reasons, which I don't want to mention. This company is Uber. I was doing it several months, and the reason I was doing it several months it was just to make money. And this was before I was working for Amazon. What There were a few things I remember, and the the last 2 points are that I'm gonna mention this. I probably will mention it later. The fourth one is I was driving these couples to the airport. It was good time, and it was a long drive, and it was like evening, I think. I can't remember. It's been a few years. Uh, because I was going home. When I was checking the back seat one day, I think it was later that day, I realized that uh, that the cu- the customers, the couples, were made a huge mess. Like, I realized they I forgotten that earlier today I they were eating snacks, like junk food, I think, because the seats were red. Fortunately, I told the Uber company that says, "Hey, these couples may use my chairs as napkins." I took like few pictures for them, and I got compensation. And yeah, they basically lost some money. And I wish I gave them a lower rating uh, on it. Now, set, set, not, the fifth point is still about Uber. I was in a city that allowed Uber pool. I drove several people around to their destination, and toward the, I would say, the fifth of the ride, the last 1/5, I was driving an Asian man. I think he looks Asian, and I believe he was a black woman. Yeah. Um, the Asian guy is not, the ethnic is not important for that guy, but the ethnic for the woman is important for this story. Now, the black woman was driving on the front passenger drive side, while a guy was in the back seat. I think on the passenger side. He was playing a video pretty loud, and it talked about racism, KKK, and few other stuff about racism. I was surprised that the guy was playing it loud, and I didn't know the woman was going to do anything. Looking at it back, I would not be surprised and probably will not do anything because it sounds horrible as far as I remember. Uh, and I should have dropped him that point. That it didn't really matter where. I should have. Now, fortunately, I dropped him first and dropped the woman later. While I was dropping her off at her location, we both of us we were talking how disrespectful of him of one listen to the video so loudly without the headphones, and two um a video talk about racism even though she was there, a black woman. Now, she said that he was smiling and laughing about it because she used the side mirror to look behind her. I think. Yeah, I think so. And I and I told her he could have used a headphones, and I know for sure I had like those wire headphones that you can connect to the phones. They're like, yeah, I could have. If I was him, I just wanted to listen to my like whatever I listened to in private, and she obviously agreed about that. And I told her that I'll give him 1 star while she 5 star. She she was surprised and asked what I was talking about, and I said both customers and drivers for both Uber and Lyft give each other ratings depending on it, how bad or good each one of them are. And the moment I say that, she realized one of her previous drivers said that and understood what why it's important for both drivers and customers. And at the end, I kept the promise and give her a 5 star because how she handled the things as doing nothing, but being respectful. Well, for him, he I gave a 1 star for obvious reason. Now those are the 5 points that I remember uh, of my bad experience. If I remember, I probably would put it down somewhere. If you want lit stories, some from Lyft or Uber, because I probably remember. But then again, I would. Part of me don't really want to remember. Anyway, I'm going to create a video about the good experiences of work, but currently I don't remember. Uh, I have to create a list or something. Anyway, if you guys want to type down of any bad experience, type it down in the description. And thank you for being here. Good night.